Man, I tell you, things done changed. Imagine a 2K where you no longer get ankle breaker animations. There's no more blow by animations. It looks like we are well past the days where playmakers and primary ball handlers create builds that have a ton of playmaking badges and use those badges as a crutch to seemingly increase their IQ, making them look like good ball players. I just got through watching 2K Labs playmaking badge tier list, and that video absolutely confirms the limitations that have been placed on primary ball handlers. We finna get into all the details, so y'all be sure to drop a like and drop a sub if you can. 2K23 deaded the left-right cheese and placed a ton of limitations on playmakers. I mean, it looks like playmakers only have a few badges to work with. So what that tells me is that primary ball handlers need to base everything off of their attributes and IQ. Could this be the reason why we don't see a lot of good point guards on NBA 2K23? Is that also the reason why 2K may seem a little dry to a lot of players in the 2K community? I'm definitely curious to hear your thoughts about that, because that's like something huge that's going on in the 2K community. Players are saying that the game is dry versus players that are actually having fun. And the players that are having fun are saying that you're not having fun because you just can't adapt to the changes that are made. Whether you're having fun or you think the game is dry, sound off in the comment section. We finna get into the badges that you definitely don't need to equip. We want to make sure that you guys save some badge points on your playmaking badges, and this could definitely help you guys when you're creating new builds. Hopefully you guys got that gym rat on one player so that you can create new builds with the gym rat badge equipped already. And man, I tell you, those workouts are really annoying, and it's such like a relief to think that you could create a new build and no longer have to do your workouts. I think we're well past due time. 2K, get rid of the workouts. The first badge on the list that you could save badge points on is the ankle breaker badge. Now, what I've noticed personally from running this badge, and I've run it at high levels like at the Hall of Fame level, and I even tried low levels like the silver level, and I've noticed no difference from silver to Hall of Fame. And that's like one of the biggest mistakes that 2K makes in regards to badges, that you should see a noticeable difference when you equip a badge at a low level to equipping that to a high level. But as for ankle breaker, seemingly no difference between silver and Hall of Fame, and you just basically get a stun animation for what tight handles used to give you. You get this stun animation with the ankle breaker badge. Very few like stumbling type of animations in the game, but you're almost never seeing somebody hit the deck like touch earth, and that renders the ankle breaker badge damn near useless on 2K23. Even if you guys do get a stun or stumble animation, the defense recovers so quickly, so it's not a good use of your badge points. The next badge on the list is the Break Starter badge. And I don't know if you guys have experienced this, because Break Starter was goated, at least for me. I ran with an inside center at the beginning of the year, so grabbing them boards and throwing those outlet passes, Break Starter seemed to be extremely useful. I was getting a ton of outlet passes leading to easy points. But something has changed. Even though 2K says they haven't touched gameplay, something seems to have changed with those outlet passes. I saw a 2K Labs video on the Break Starter badge saying that it throws pretty much dots and allows you like continuation to continue with the rock instead of getting like a fumble type of catch animation. But I've run with centers that are using Break Starter at super high levels now, and they're still getting those stumbling type of catch animations and throwing intercept outlet passes. I don't know if you guys are experiencing the same thing, but if you are, sound off in the comment section below. Even if you feel like Break Starter is a goated badge for you, let me know your thoughts about that. The next badge on the list is the Floor General badge, and in my opinion, I think Floor General should be one of the top tier playmaking badges, especially if 2K is trying to encourage team basketball. And surely this badge may help players that have like say a lower 3 ball. If the point guard equips the Floor General badge, maybe increasing that player's attributes will help them hit more threes. But the number one problem with the Floor General badge is that players are creating their builds to play the most optimal out there, so they won't need the help of the Floor General badge. Maybe this badge is more useful for setup teams like Pro-Am teams creating builds to work together. As for getting out there and running rec games or something like that, Floor General just doesn't seem to be it. Another badge that most players don't even equip. I don't even know if you guys got this badge equipped. Let me know your thoughts about it in the comments section. But the Post Playmaker badge, doesn't seem to be. It's probably the least equipped badge on 2K23. If you're running Post Playmaker, let me know your thoughts about it, but you guys could surely save some badge points by not equipping the Post Playmaker badge. And in this next list of badges that I would like to review as badges that you could possibly save some badge points on, because these are like controversial badges. I know a lot of you players may consider using these badges and say that they're goated, and you probably couldn't find yourself as a primary ball handler not using these badges. I'm going to talk about the Needle Threader badge first. I've heard such mixed results on the Needle Threader badge, and I've personally seen this badge in action and it seems to work really well at times, but then at other times not so much. So it's so inconsistent, you don't know what you're gonna get. So because of these inconsistencies with this badge, you may be able to consider the idea of increasing your passing IQ and not throwing these kind of tough thread the needle type of passes and throw better passes out there. You won't have to concern yourself with wasting badge points on a badge like Needle Threader. If you guys think Needle Threader is absolutely goated and an absolute must-have, sound off in the comment section. Another controversial badge that a lot of players like to run at super high levels, or some players say maybe I'll just run this at a low level, is the Special Delivery badge. Now I personally, when I'm running the point guard position, I like to have Special Delivery on, but again, similar to the Break Starter badge, it seems that things have just changed in the gameplay. I was reviewing some of the older clips that I have from the beginning at the release of 2K23, and we were throwing alley-oops like crazy, and almost every one of those alley-oops were getting through. It was so much fun. But now, even with Special Delivery at higher levels like Gold or Hall of Fame, it seems like a struggle to get these alley-oops to play out. The lane is wide open, you throw an alley-oop, your player acts like he can't even grab the rock. But 2K says they haven't touched gameplay. Y'all let me know your thoughts about the Special Delivery badge if it's working out for you. Another badge that I thought was going to be absolutely goated is the Vice Grip badge. I thought it was going to be extremely helpful, and some players in the 2K community are chalking this badge up with something like glue hands, so keep that in mind. Players thinking that it actually gives you better catch animations. But me personally, running Vice Grip at a super high level versus taking it off completely, I barely notice any difference in gameplay. Now let's talk about killer combos and the mismatch expert badge. Again, we're coming from years of playing 2K where primary ball handlers were able to break down their defenders. In 2K23, not so much, even if you have these type of badges equipped at super high levels. Killer combos and the mismatch expert badge, it seems to be that if you're a primary ball handler, these badges are not going to be your crutch to get you open and create a drive opportunity or open shot opportunity. So instead of focusing on investing your badge points in badges like killer combos and the mismatch expert badge, I would say hit the lab and equip the correct animations, because it seems that animations are way more important than any badge that you could equip on 2K23. These animations will pretty much change your whole game. So if you find yourself moving extra sluggish out there, it's very well due to the animations that you guys have equipped. And what I like about 2K23 is that it's not a particular set of animations that you absolutely need, because each player has a different playing style. And I just want to add a quick note that even if you hit the Gatorade facility in the practice gym and your animations look absolutely amazing, I recommend getting a 1v1 going to see how those animations measure up against a good defender. What I personally notice is you could equip a certain set of animations with no defender in front of you and they just look smooth and fluid, but you get out there on the court and play against a lockdown and he ties up all those animations to a point where you can't even activate them. At least that's been my experience on 2K23, where I thought I was goated in the Gatorade training facility, but then I got out there and played against lockdown and I was like, man, I gotta hit the drawing board yet again. Back to square one. So those are the badges that I think you guys could save badge points on in regards to your playmaking badge points. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Y'all be sure to keep it locked right here at AllCity Live TV for more NBA 2K23 news, information, and updates. If you guys are looking for players to run with on NBA 2K23, come on out and join our Discord. The link for Discord will be in the description below. Y'all be sure to drop a like and drop a sub on your way out. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.